Tell me how well you can see. Maybe we should start there, Lou.
Okay. In regard to acuity numbers, I see about 20/450. And what that means, what you see at 450 feet is what I see at 20.
Ah, okay.
So it's a very significant amount of vision loss. Now, when I was younger, I saw maybe 2200. So as I've aged, I've lost some abilities. I have no central vision like macular degeneration would have, and then some little blind spots around. So when I read with this eye, but only this portion. I read with the peripheral vision of one eye, the corner, in the corner.
Okay.
So it's quite difficult to read. See, like I'm looking at you now, and I don't really know what you look like.
What if I get pretty close?
That's better. Okay. I can tell you have on glasses.
Okay.
But it's okay. You know, it's okay that I don't see you well. And I can tell that you're inside a home, but I really have no idea what the details are. I have several friends that one of them doesn't even have eyes. You know, they have prosthetic eyes. And then the other two only have vision in one eye and only like maybe the end of a pencil that they can see out of. So I am quite fortunate in comparison to many, many people. So I am very grateful for what I have. Okay. However, when I found this, I'm like, oh my goodness, this could really open leisure things. Just being able to go to the store and find a product. Yes. Because right now I order everything and have it delivered because I go into the store and I can't see things or prices or colors. And so I just order everything and have it delivered.
If you can develop this ability, it sharpens you in a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
And for kids that learn it, quite often it's kids with disabilities, autistic kids, kids with learning problems, kids with behavioral problems, any kind of emotional problems. It seems when they learn this gives them huge confidence. It's kind of like I can do something the other kids can't. Yeah. Kids being bullied, it works wonders. You know, there's kids that are, been bullied so bad they just cower in the corner.
Yeah.
And it's so horrible. And they just completely flower when they learn this ability.
They're almost like magical now.
It is. They come right out of their shell and they become the real person they were meant to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I've been a psychotherapist for 20 years and have worked with lots of children. So I don't know if I can learn this, who knows what could come from that in regard to, what I've done for a living and the visually impaired community. So, and I don't know if all visually impaired people do this, but I think that some of us definitely have extra abilities because we've had to develop them. Exactly. And there are so many times, like in the text that I sent, I saw that car yesterday, but I dismissed it logically. Like, no, that's not real. I can't hear it, so it doesn't exist.
Right.
So, and I've had many, many instances. Somehow, subconsciously, I am seeing that, but my brain, in regard to normal vision, it hasn't registered that way yet. But somehow something is happening unusual for that too. Because it was every time when I figured out what it was, I would get that feeling. I'm like, well, I've got to start really paying. And sure enough, every single time there was something I really needed to be paying attention to. Do you know if anyone like me has ever actually improved their real vision?
Yes. I've seen lots of videos of blind people riding bikes. There's a blind person in India that drives a bus.
Oh my goodness.
I've seen blind people doing all the exercises, reading. So it really depends on how far you want to take this. Many people's eyesight improves with this. Now, here's the thing. It's not likely they're real eyes.
Yeah.
Their real eyes are a physical thing. And if your lens, as you get older, it kind of deteriorates and gets hardened, and, you have to wear glasses. Quite often when people exercise this ability and have their mind sight improve where they can see with it, I believe that becomes overlaid with your original eye vision. So then when you think you're seeing with your eyes, you're not. You're seeing with your mind vision. It's just overlaid on your visual screen, 1-to-1.
Technology may not really know the difference.
No, you won't know the difference because it looks the same.
Wow. Oh my
And I
goodness.
suspect that this mind vision you're already using to some degree, and you may not be consciously aware, and it's somewhat overlaid already. So all we're doing now is we're going to formally practice it and use it and hone it up so that, as your eyes deteriorate, it will take over more and more. And it may even get to the point where it restores your vision from several years ago.
That'd be awesome.
You really see the characters sharp when you were younger?
When you're a small child, the letters are pretty large.
Yeah.
Little books. And I had enough vision to hold them up close and to be able to see. But when I read, after I learned what each letter looked like, when I read, and I still do this, I read with recognizing clumps of letters. And I have this ability too. I'm like 5 seconds ahead of like a movie. I can figure things out very quickly because I've just had to. And so when I read, if it didn't make, I would read it and I thought, okay, my little brain would go off like a computer. And if it didn't make sense, then I'd have to reread it and figure out what that word was. But most of the time, pretty accurate. But I read with clumps of letters. If the word was really long, I just saw clumps of letter because the central vision is gone. So I can look at the letter, let's see, a number 3. I may interpret it as an 8.
Right.
Or an 8 looks like a 3 because some of it's missing, or I just don't see it fully enough, so the brain has to kind of guess. Now, when I had better vision, when I was, like at 2200, I was much more accurate than I am now.
Okay.
But I do know what each individual letter looks like and all the numbers. So I have a real clear image of what those are. It's just when I read then and I read now, I read with clumps of letters, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, the important thing is you have a memory of all of this. So
Right.
That doesn't have to be relearned.
Okay.
It just has to be revisited. Now, what about colors, Lou? Tell me about colors.
When I was younger, I could see solid dark colors much better. Pastels have always been trouble because of the part of the vision that is gone is color. But I do know if I have like a solid, like I know this is solid pink. Mm-hmm. And I know my blue jeans are a bluish color, but if you bring in something new in like a paisley pattern, I don't have a clue.
I'm going to show up some colors, and I'm interested how you see them.
Okay.
So what color do you see there?
Blue or bluish purple.
Okay, it's blue. It's like sky blue. What about that color there?
Pink, maybe.
That one's orangey yellow. It's like a fluorescent orange.
I was going to say yellow, but then I thought, well, no, it looks pink. I get pink and purple. Brown and purple mixed up all the time, and I don't know exactly why. So I do have color problems. That looks like the first card you held up, but I could be wrong.
Okay, that's green.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. In this vision, people will confuse blue and green. I've got the two up in my screen.
Okay.
This one's green and this one's blue.
Okay, I see the difference with them side by side.
Okay, now in this mind vision, I'm the same way. Wendy's the same way. Almost everybody confuses blue and green in this particular type of vision.
Okay.
But over time, once you're told and you get feedback, your brain will gradually divide the two and say, no, this one's green and this one's blue. So you will find that over time, you will actually recognize these two colors way better than your real vision.
Okay.
Okay. And what's this color, Lou?
Red.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's actually probably more important that we work with symbols and shapes versus colors.
Yes.
Go ahead and put it on and close your eyes behind it. A few deep breaths. Breathe slow and deep. It relaxes the body, the mind, the spirit, the soul, the emotions, everything. What is your intention?
My intention is to learn to read mentally, consciously, in real time.
It's important to tell the right brain that it needs to know so that it can harness other parts of your faculties, of your resources that you have, that it's okay to do that. And you're the boss, and you've stated what your intent is.
And I give myself permission to participate and learn and develop mind vision.
Okay. And now also it's important to state why you want to do this. It's important that the brain deep within ourselves understands why you want to do it, because if it can understand why, it's going to jump in and help you versus getting in the way.
The reasons why I want to learn this and develop it and use it is for some of it, it's my own personal desire to be able to see, to read, to move in my environment better, to perhaps be able to travel, to be able to see well enough to travel and enjoy that experience and help other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know many other people that would love to have just a small bit of this
Okay.
to improve and enhance life.
Okay, and I can tell you, Lou, that when you form an emotional connection, which there's no doubt, as you're speaking right now, you are forming a very strong emotional connection here. When you feel that emotion, that is telling the deepest parts of your brain that you are absolutely serious with this. I want you to, with your eyes inside your scarf, keep them closed, but look all the way to the right, not to the point where it hurts, but just look all the way to the right. The idea is when you hold that, you're connecting your vision field, not your eyes, but you're connecting your vision field to this other form of vision. You're overlapping it. Okay, it's just an exercise that allows the brain to believe and think that you're trying to see past your normal vision. Okay, these are little tricks to allow the mind to loosen up and to help you develop this mind vision. And if you see any visual effects, just tell me. And just play with them, Lou. Just have fun with them.
I kind of see splotches of blue, maybe.
Okay.
They don't move. They're just kind of just splotches of blue. And of course it's dark, so it's black. And so it appears that I'm seeing some sort of bluish. It's not totally black.
Okay.
And so there are clouds of blue. If that makes any sense at all.
Yep, and those are perfectly fine. And when I ask you in a bit of time to see a symbol, especially look through those clouds, past the clouds, to see if you can see the symbol.
Oh, cool.
Now, tell me if you get any dots of light or flashes or other hazes or vortexes or jagged lines or flashes or little pin dots or bigger areas of light, just anything that happens, and just allow it to happen. Don't suppress it in any way. Just play with it and have fun. Enjoy the light show. Now move your eyes down. Look down, because what we're doing is we're creating 4 connections here to your mind sight. And we'll continue to do this exercise every time.
When I look down, there's more, it's brighter, there's less black, and there are sort of like streams of light that kind of almost start like back here, but then they like converge.
Okay.
Not totally, they don't totally meet, but it's almost like a tunnel. You're looking down a tunnel, and it's, as I'm talking, it's clearing some. It looks like you're looking down a lighted tunnel that starts out like right here, and then it just gets smaller, but I don't see anything at the end of it, or where it all converges.
Yes. Now, when I give you a task or an intention to try to see something, look down those tunnels or look into those lights as if you're looking past them.
Okay.
In other words, let's say somebody held up a paper in front of you, and they took a pencil and they put a hole in the paper. And you said to me, Rob, I can see the paper with a hole in it. And I said, Lou, go closer to that hole and look through it. And I'm holding a card on the other side, and move that hole around and tell me what the card is. So the idea will be to try to look through those little tunnels, those little, any of those visual effects.
At the moment, I see a big E. I don't know if that's from my eye chart days going to the doctor or not, but I see a large E at the end.
I'm looking at my eye chart that's on the table, and there's an E on the top.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I want you to take your right hand and just tap it on your table as if you're playing the piano. Concentrate on that and tell me the shape of one of those 7 symbols that I'm holding up in your screen.
I don't know if I'm correct, but it's like a triangle.
I'll tell you it's a triangle, 100%. Good work.
Oh, my goodness.
Very good. Just enjoy that.
It's like it's outlined in electricity.
I'm holding a card in your screen so you could see the shape, or you could see the letters, or you could even read the name at the bottom.
Orange.
Yes, it is. Good work. Good work. Good work. I've grabbed a color and I'm holding it up on the screen. Well, with your consciousness to the screen in front of you.
Okay.
And on it, it will see a color showing up on the monitor. So in real time.
Red.
Yes, it is. It's red. Very good. Very good. Very good. I'm going to ask you to go to this card that's on your screen, the here and now. The one that's actually on your screen. This one on your screen. Take a couple
of closed square.
Yes, 100% accurate. Good work. Give yourself a pat on the cards that have the images, the children's cards. The 4, it's the zebra, the eggplant, the orange, or the table.
Okay.
I'm moving it around.
Table.
Yes, it is. Good work. And how did you see the table?
I saw it moving. I don't know. I think when you said you were moving the card around, then it popped.
Okay.
I saw it moving around, and then I could see what it was.
I've got that 7x4 card. So the 4 symbols it has all over it are the triangle, circle, plus, and square. They're all open. I'm holding my finger under one of them, and I'm putting it to the middle of the screen. What is that symbol, Lou?
Circle.
Yes, it is. You're absolutely correct.
And it
Now,
helps when I look down the tunnel.
yes. So that's a good thing to do, is look down that tunnel. If that works for you, use it. Use it as a way to help you. One of those 7 cards.
A plus sign.
Yes, it is. Lift your scarf up. Can you
Yes.
see it?
Okay.